Hello students, welcome to today's session. This is Sweta, your English master teacher at Vedantu, and today we will be starting with the 100 dresses part 2, which is from your Cbse grade 10. So I hope you have already visited the first session. The first session was the previous session, wherein I had completed the entire story. The part one, the first part, right? So we will continue with the story now in this session. So let us quickly have a look at the session division. We have already talked about the author, as you already know. It's written by L-1 Esther, and I have already talked about her in the first part. So you must be knowing that already. So now I will be talking about the first session of the second part, where I will be dealing with the entire story and also its analysis, right? So we will be analyzing the second part today, right? And in the upcoming sessions, I will be talking about the character sketch, theme, title, symbol, the message conveyed, and the last session is going to be on important question and answers. So guys, are you guys excited? First of all, let me thank all of you for putting down your efforts on the comment section. Thank you. Beautifully written answers. First answer is by Aditya Manoj and the second is by Anshu. Both of them are beautifully written, and all of you who have given me the answers, amazingly written answers, guys. Keep up the great work that you're already doing, right? And let us begin the session with a beautiful quote, guys. Blowing out someone else's candle doesn't make yours shine any brighter, right? So this is the quote which is definitely relating us to the story, with the story, right? So who tried to blow out the other's candle? Do let me know in the chat box, right? So did it make theirs shine better? What do you think? Theirs shine brighter? What do you think, guys? What do you think about this quote? Please let me know in the chat box. How do you think is this quote relevant to the chapter right now that we are going to study? Okay? So let's proceed with the summary, right? With the summary and the critical analysis part. So in the second part, what happened was, you remember that the first part stopped with the announcement of the winner, right? Winner for the drawing competition, and you remember, right, that Wanda Petronsky was the winner amongst the girls, right? Now, what happened in the second part? How does the second part begin? Mr. Mason received a letter from Wanda's father, and she read it for the entire class. Okay, so before proceeding, guys, let me see whether you were attentive in the class. So please let me know in the chat box, from whom did Miss Mason receive a note? Please, guys, give me the answer in the chat box quickly so that we can proceed further. Okay, so next what happened? All of you, I think, have got it correct that it was from Wanda's father, definitely. Now, Wanda's father, what did he mention in that letter? That none of his two children will attend the school. Why? Because they are moving to a big city. Because there, no one is going to judge them for their name. So here, what was Wanda going through was a kind of discrimination, right? So what was she facing in this school? In this school, she was facing bullying, discrimination, right? So therefore, what have they decided? That they would be moving to a big city, and there no one would be having this judgmental attitude. No one would be discriminating them on the basis of their school, right? On the basis of their names. Now, quickly tell me, what was the content of the note that the father of, that Wanda's father, had given to to Miss Mason. So, what was the content of that note? Quickly write in the chat box. Let me see. So, if you constantly, participate in the class questions, you will see that you are almost done with the questions, right? Almost prepared with the chapter. So, keep participating, be active in the class. Okay. Moving ahead, the entire class got tensed. Now, after Wanda's father's note was read out by Miss Mason, okay, the entire class, the atmosphere became very gloomy. The atmosphere became somber, and everybody got tensed. Maddie could not concentrate, so everybody got affected. Okay. she had Maddie. She What was the effect of this note on Maddie? That is very very important. She could not concentrate on her studies. She had a kind of sick feeling, and she felt that she was a coward because remember. In the previous part, we had already seen how she wanted to stop Peggy from making fun of Wanda, but she could not muster up the courage to do so. Why? Number one, she felt that it would be uh, uh, you know uh, it would lead to a breaking of bond between Peggy and Maddie, which she did not want. And the second reason was that she thought that now entire focus would be shifted from Wanda to Maddie, right? So that was her fear, which was quite natural, I would say, right? So everybody has this kind of fear that if we talk, even this is relevant in today's context, if we try and so that is why people don't want to help the others, right? Because they fear that if they do so, then it would have a negative or adverse impact on their lives as well, right? So this is the very reality. This is not just true for the story. This is the reality that the author is trying to bring forward to the readers as well. So now she wanted to meet Wanda. So she had this kind of sick feeling. Now that this was the guilt talking. Okay. So she wanted to meet Wanda and say that she had not meant to hurt her feelings because she was now feeling very guilty. Right. So she was having this prick of conscience. Okay. So let me write it for you. It is 1 second. Let me take another color so that it's visible. Right. So she was having this prick of conscience. Right. So now she made up her mind. So what did she do? She made up her mind and to go to Wanda's house and tell her that she had won the contest and her 100 dresses were beautiful. So this is what she wanted to tell her, right? And why did she want to tell her? Because she was having this prick of conscience. She was feeling very bad, right? She could empathize with Wanda's situation, right? So quickly tell me, why did Maddie feel guilty? Very simple. Right now I had described you at length, right? So quickly tell me. Okay, guys. So guys, you keep writing the answers in the chat box, guys, and let me take you to something very, very, very important and interesting. So do you want to join us and gain 100% marks and score 100% knowledge? Yes? Give me a quick yes in the chat box if you do want to join us and be a part of our Vedantu family. So you will get unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes, compete with the students throughout the world, interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards, premium downloadable content with handwritten notes of the master teacher, in class doubt solving with quality tests and assignments, and free 5,000 micro courses and crash courses for competitive exams. And that too in less price, guys. So just visit the link in the description box and pin comment. Use the coupon code SWREPRO and you will see the Tabahi math. Let us do this Tabahi math. You see, for 1 month, it would only require you to pay 2159 if you use the coupon code. And for 3 months, you pay just 5599. And for 3 months subscription, you actually save 14%. How? Let us see. If you go to the per class price, guys, you see you are paying 9 rupees per class for 3 months and 11 rupees per class for 1 month, guys. That comes down to even being cheaper than a packet of Lays. So hurry up, guys, and quickly visit the link in the description box and don't forget to use the coupon code SWREPRO. Right. Resuming back to the session, when the school was dismissed, Peggy and Maddie they went to Boggins Heights. That was the place where Wanda used to live. On the way, Peggy said that she never called Wanda a foreigner. So Peggy, now here we will talk about Peggy. What was Peggy's reaction? Okay, so now she is also feeling that prick of conscience, that guilt conscience in her, and she said that she never called her a foreigner or made fun of her. She never thought that Wanda had the sense to know that they were making fun of her. So Peggy thought that Wanda is so foolish that she would not even understand that they are making fun of her, right? So question for you guys again. So please be an active participant in the question answer sessions, guys. Okay, why did Peggy and Maddie visit? Oh, sorry, visit Boggins Heights? Quickly let me know in the chat box. Come on, come on, come on. You see, the moment you type your answers, you are recollecting everything that you have learned so far. So your preparation is, going too cool. Okay. So please keep posting your answers in the chat box, guys. Okay. Moving ahead. Peggy thought that Wanda was too dumb. Okay, so that is why she said that she won't understand. I thought that she won't understand that we are making fun of her. Maddie said nothing. So, Peggy, what can you say about Peggy and Maddie from here? Do let me know in the chat box. What do you think about Peggy's character and Maddie's character? Okay, so don't you think that Peggy, thought, too less of Wanda? What do you think so? Right? So we all find a student like Peggy, we all find a student like Maddie, like Wanda in our schools. That is very common, right? So that is what exactly the author is trying to bring out here, right? This is very common, this kind of bullying in school that also goes on, right? We always have a girl like Peggy, we always have a girl like Maddie, and also as Wanda. What do you think about it, guys? Do mention in the chat box. Don't you think so? Right? And do you can you relate it with your own school? Yes or no? Do you find a girl like Maddie, Peggy, and Wanda in your school as well? If yes, then do let me know in the chat box quickly. Right? So she just wanted to meet Wanda and tell her that they were sorry for their rude treatment. Right? So Maddie wanted to do that. She wanted to request her not to move away. Now, both the girls found her house but could not meet Wanda because the family had already left. So both of them could not meet Wanda, unfortunately. They wanted to meet her. They wanted to ask her not to go back, but unfortunately could not meet her. Then they came back and Peggy tried to defend her behavior by saying, this is very, very, very important. What did she say? That if she was not the one, she would not have been the one who would have started the game of the 100 dresses, then even Wanda would not be able to have this idea of drawing all those 100 dresses, right? So she created the atmosphere conducive to the development of the talent that Wanda had showcased. What do you think so? What do you think about it? That is what Peggy, came up with. That was the argument that Peggy came up with. So why do you think that Peggy came up with this kind of argument? Please mention in the chat box. What is your opinion on this? Okay, but Maddie was definitely not satisfied. So Peggy somehow, tried to console her, but Maddie was not satisfied. She could not sleep at night. So who do you think is more sensitive out of the two? Please let me know in the chat box. From that day onwards, Maddie decided that she will never let anyone tease someone like that again. So actually, this was a kind of lesson that she had got, and this is for all of us, right? Whenever we see someone getting bullied, right? Even if it is that the person, the bully is our best friend, we should muster up the courage and speak up against what is wrong, right? What do you think so? Are you also of the same opinion? Yes or no? Please do let me know in the chat box. And how would you be a change to the situation? Please do let me know what have you learned from this and how would you like to change the situation if you face a similar kind of circumstances, right? So now we will see why could not Maddie sleep and what did she decide? Quickly let me know in the chat box. Come on. Very simple. We have just now completed this. Okay. Next, what happened is both Peggy and Maddie wrote a letter on Saturday and she said that she had won the contest. Right. And then they they mailed it, right? And days passed, but there was no answer from Wanda. And Peggy had begun to forget the whole business. So Peggy, you see, she was not that sensitive. That is what I actually said, right? She was not that sensitive. She had this feeling, right? But she was, ready to forget very soon. She could forget it very soon, right? But Maddie was the more sensitive one, right? She could not even sleep at night. Okay. It was Christmas time and Miss Mason received a letter from Wanda. Wanda had written that the girls could keep those 100 dresses because in her new house she had new 100 ones. She had gifted special drawings to Peggy and Maddie. They accepted their drawings and they got it pinned in their bedroom. So, this gesture of Wanda, what do you think about this gesture of Wanda? This extension of, you know, a hand of friendship towards Peggy and Maddie, those who were so long being bullied. So, don't you think that she had completely forgiven both of them? What do you think? And don't you think that she became the bigger person by not only forgetting them, their behavior, but also by, giving them, by also, gifting them the special art which made her win the competition? What do you think, guys? Right. So Maddie was missing her. Okay, so now this action of Wanda even, showed them low, right? This action of Wanda made Wanda rise to even more a higher pedestal, even a higher pedestal, and they were seen in a poor light. The bullies that made them made the bullies see themselves in a in a poor light, right? Don't you think so? And then tears started to blur her eyes, and she gazed at the picture for a long time. She had that feeling, okay, and she found to her surprise that there was a face that looked like her. She was excited to see that and immediately she ran to Peggy's house to see her drawing too. So quickly tell me in the chat box, to whom did Wanda want to gift the drawings? Come on. Okay, so proceeding further, Peggy was also happy to see the face, right? Peggy consoled herself by saying, so Peggy is again and again trying to, justify herself or, console herself. And she said that Wanda really liked them. Maddie agreed and blinked away the tears, okay, every time they thought about Wanda Petronsky. So, guys, that was all about the story. So, 100 Dresses is an eye opening story. Okay, it's an eye opening story for all of us that serves to enhance character education goals. Very, very, very important. So, education is not just grabbing a degree and landing on a good job. It is much more than that, right? We have to develop our characters. We have to be a better individual for the society, right? That is going to make our society flourish, make our society progress, make our nation progress. So this is an eye-opening story that talks about the enhancement of our character, right? Bullying has become a prominent topic in schools. 100 Dresses speaks to the feelings of those being bullied. Okay, parental coping or not. Here, the parents are also involved. See, they the father sent a letter to the school, right, talking about how her daughter and her how his daughter was bullied, right? And even the target of those doing the bullying, so those who are also bullying, it is also an eye opener for them. So, what do you think? What is your opinion? What lesson have you learned from the entire 100 Dresses, both the parts? Do let me know in the comment section, guys. And how did you enjoy the story? It's a beautiful story, right? It's an eye opening story. And how far do you think that character education, building a good character, being a better human being, is the broader and the wider goal of education? Don't you think so, guys? How far do you think that is true? Please let me know in the comment section. And do not forget to write this homework answer as well. So, what was Miss Mason's reaction after reading Wanda's letter? And on the basis of that, you have to attempt a character sketch of Miss Mason, right? So I hope you loved the chapter, guys. So please do let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the like button and share the video amongst your friends so that there is an end to bullying, right? And it's kind of an eye opener, right? So please do share this video as much as you can, and don't forget to hit the like button, comment on the answer. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. See you all in the next session.